What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 10 in the Pit. Today, we are going to do that symmetrical solid bowling ball review with
the great Quentin Adams.
Mr. Quentin Adams, who hates everything. So before we start this video, because he has shit on everything almost, can you name me 2 bowling balls you've actually liked?
Between my fourth contract. Vision Pearl, Absolute, Summer Peak, what's the Attention Star? That's a lot of bowling balls.
4 out of 30 is not bad, guys. 4 out of 30 is not bad. So, Quentin finally has 50 to 60 games on the Optimum Idol. He's going to play some typical areas that you guys will normally play or try to play during your house shot experience. The radio's on, I might have to turn it down. We'll see if they flag the video or not. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make him play up 10 because that's where a lot of people play. And then he's going to work his way across. However far he goes, he goes. We're not going to try to play the channels like we normally do. During the 50 to 60 games, he has done the typical maintenance as a typical league bowler. He has cleaned it, he has kept the cover fresh, normal stuff. He has not baked it or resurfaced it because he just got 50 to 60 games on the bowling ball. It's not due until right about now. So, why we do it this way is because as we put 50 to 60 games on the bowling ball, we can learn and see a few things that are good or bad about the bowling ball. And with that amount of games on it, it's not just a fresh cover review. It's not just, punch holes in this, throw 5 shots. Oh, it's a really good ball.
Still have a longevity.
Correct. So, with 50 to 60 games on it, Quentin's going to let you know some insight about the bowling ball as he's throwing some shots. Quentin is in the process of switching over to two-handed. He hasn't thrown one-handed quite a bit. So, this is going to be a fun video. You ready?
Listen, my videos already take forever and
Correct. Are you ready?
they don't stray. Alright guys, so like he said, I'm gonna start out playing up 10 or around there. So I'm gonna stand 19, 20, get this ball rolling forward. Goes outside, but it rolls nicely into the pocket. This is a strong, solid, symmetrical bowling ball. RG 2.47, which is on the lower end, and the diff is 0.56, I believe. So, overall, very strong core numbers. Early reading, for sure. I'm gonna throw a few more balls. Another one from there. Try to get this closer to 10. That was just bad. I was on the side of the ball. Alright, so I'm going to try one more shot there. I'm gonna move to 21 now though, so I don't keep pitching it outside. That was better. A lot closer to my target. Still kind of had that little banana shape. I think that's what this bowling ball likes, to be honest with you. As we move inside, you'll get to see more of the ball's motion in the oil. And some things that I do and don't like about it. So I'm going to move about 24. Try to get in between the second and third arrow. That's right about where I like to play with this bowling ball. Like I said, it kind of likes that banana shape, but on that ball you saw the back end of the bowling ball, so that was really good. Likes the friction. It reads the mid lane pretty hard. So I'll do one more from there, try to get a little bit more inside. Not that far inside, but it does carry on Brooklyn, so we like to judge bowling balls by that too. Alright, so I'm going to move probably 5 more to the left. And this is where I'm going to explain more of the ball's motion. So I'm going to stand actually 32. Get this ball just inside third arrow, between third and fourth. So you saw from there that it made the corner, but it struggles a little bit. And that's what I don't like to see. I think compared to the Helios, which I was going to compare this ball to, but I pulled it out from the back room and it cracked. So that was unfortunate. But from inside angles, I like the Helios a little bit more because it's saved for the back end. This ball reads earlier and doesn't save or doesn't retain as much energy for that back end. And that's due to the stronger cover that's on it, which is fine, especially if you're in a flooded house shot. That one I caught at the bottom, lofted it a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to skip. You could just hit, oh, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna reset that. I think this ball is really adaptable. You can play it on a lot of different shots, and by the way you release the ball is how you're going to see the motion, right? So if you crank on it, you're going to see that back end motion. If you're more of a tweener or stroker, then you're not going to see as much motion, to be honest with you. This ball still does provide a good amount of motion for the price range and where it's at. So I'm going to move 3 more, so 35, since that last one went high. And I grabbed it, so I'm going to try and grab it again. That one was flush. Granted, I came off the side of it, but that is one perk of this bowling ball, of symmetricals in general. You can really manipulate them. Which is a good thing. Something you want to have in your bag. Get you out of a tough situation, especially if you know how to use it. So I'm going to move a little bit more, stand in 37. See if this ball can make the corner. It's a little bit faster, so that's understandable. I might have to slow it down when I'm that far deep. And again, if it's something that you're comfortable with, this is a great ball. Personally, when I've thrown this on a fresh house shot, it doesn't like to make the corner. And so right now how I'm throwing it isn't how I typically throw it in lead. I don't like to crank it because then I get to the third game and I'm having wrist issues. So it's a good ball for second and third arrow, little banana shape. Just depends on your style, to be honest. So I'll do one more from 37 and then go back to my comfort spot. that's why I like the Helios compared to this.
Right. But I do think this ball is really good
On a,
the second to the like fourth arrow, right in between there.
right.
Really good.
Yeah, like James just commented, it's good in its certain area. And obviously you see these pros out here, they're killing it with it, to be honest with you. I know Daria, I see tons of videos with her throwing this ball. It is a good ball. So I'm going to go back to where I would stand in league. So roughly 25. Grabbing it a little bit, I was standing further inside. So I'll get one last shot in here. Make sure I strike with it. This ball definitely deserves credit. I'm glad that RotoGrip came out with it. Strike with it. I said I was going to strike with it. Those are half my shots in league anyway. Come on.
Yes, but did you see most of his energy used up trying to get across?
Yeah. Okay, so I know I said this last time, but we're going to actually have a good strike here.
If you don't want to make a move, you can speed it up. Better. That's money right there.
Yeah. I didn't come out of the ball like I wanted to, but I was also forcing the other shot, so. That concludes this review, and James is going to jump in here with me. We're going to talk about the bowling ball.
Alrighty, boys and girls, children of all ages. That would be Quentin Adams and the brand new Optimum Idol from RotoGrip. Another solid bowling ball, symmetrical. Before I even ask Quentin's opinion, I'm going to let you know mine. I have drilled quite a few of these. I don't see it being a heavy oil bowling ball. I see it being more as a control piece. I think it really shines around game 2 or 3 in league. That's just my opinion. Its closest competition right now on the market from all brands, you're looking at the Venom Shock, which has been around forever. You're looking at the brand new Track Cypher, phenomenal bowling ball. Brunswick Knockout line or the Melee line, they've got a solid there somewhere. The Rhino Pro Anniversary, that is a couple of things that we are comparing this bowling ball to as we give our review, just to let you know it's not just brand against brand, it's everything that's out and available for you guys. So, that being said, how many games do you have on bowling ball?
Just over 50.
Just over 50?
I haven't used this ball incredibly much. I was focused on my Summit Peak, Tension Star, things like that.
Correct, and in the meantime, you got 2 new bowling balls that you're not using your thumb with. You're making that transition too, because I believe this is your last one with your thumb in it. For now. You might go back after summer leagues, right? Around the Thanksgiving. Right? Okay. So, you had over 50 games on the bowling ball. Was it worth your initial investment?
Yes, it does fulfill its spot in my bag. Like I said, I haven't used it much, so I think it's, I don't want to say niche ball, but
like I already said, I don't think it's a heavy oil ball.
It's not the greatest for the first game, and I don't think it retains enough energy for the last game either, so it's...
I think it performs better on the challenge pattern or probably support pattern.
Probably.
But that's me. Because the Primal Shock,
That's a really good outfit.
Venom Shock, Rapid Fury, they are more heavy oil in my opinion. Especially the Primal Shock and the Rapid Fury. The Venom Shock not so much. The Primal Shock and the Rapid definitely more heavy oil. symmetrical solid bowling ball. They don't keep it in the computer, in my opinion. So, you have enough games on the bowling ball in your honest opinion. It was worth your initial investment, even though it's kind of a niche bowling ball. Okay. Now, for a symmetrical solid bowling ball, would you buy another one to fill that spot in the arsenal, or would you go with something else?
I would say I would probably stick with it. As you guys have probably seen, I pick a lot of Storm and SBI brand stuff. I have thrown the Venom Shock. I didn't care for it.
I think the
Primal Shock is better.
So if I had to buy another one, I would buy that. Or Raptor Fury.
But the Primal Shock sometimes gets to be a little hard.
Oh, it definitely does. And that's where the Venom Shock comes into play.
I don't like that much.
In my opinion, that's where that comes into play.
I like this ball in my bag right now. I wish I had another case, to be honest. I love this ball.
Ain't making a new one.
Right. This is comparable, but it doesn't have as strong of a back end, in my opinion.
That's because it uses most of its energy in the mid.
Yeah.
That's the cover of the core technology.
Right.
We're not going to sit here and dive into all that.
Right.
So, you would buy another one.
It would.
Okay. Someone comes in, typical league bowler, they bowl 2 to 3 nights a week. They're looking for a symmetrical solid in their bag. Is this the one you're going to point them to? Or are you going to point them to a different brand? I mean, the IQ
There's good competition right now.
The IQ Tour, even though it's an older one, is really good out of the same brand.
That has a good back end.
Correct.
So, I don't think this is its top.
It's a good symmetrical solid, it's just not that upright.
Not that top.
Yeah, it's not. But it's not a bad ball.
No. But that's a first hit. Not a bad ball.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Wow.
Just weigh your options though.
Yes, definitely. But that's why we do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of other channels, they're already brand loyal, so they only compare it against brand loyal stuff. Right. Not a lot of channels sit out there and break down and that's what we do. I don't preach brand loyalty.
Right. The track cipher right now looks really good.
Really, really good. Always killing it. Really good. So is the Rhinos Pro. And those are both EBI brands. You know how I feel about them. So. Mediocre. Roto-grip ball. Or is it a little bit better than mediocre?
It has its spot. I think it is better than mediocre.
Okay.
There are people out there killing this.
Right, no, and I think it's a really good solid ball for the market today. And I think part of the things that we do to review this, we take this to different houses because obviously our house is wood, but we also do leagues on synthetic blades, we do leagues on sport and challenge patterns too, so we get to play with all of this stuff on different patterns and different conditions. So to give our review on it, we're trying to give a base review on everything that we've seen. So that's why I think this is a little bit more better on challenge and sport patterns than a house shot, in my opinion. You would agree?
Yeah. Shout out to RotoGrip. I do want to see a hybrid of this ball though. Especially a hybrid that's like the Road right now.
The Road looks good.
This would be money.
Okay. I can argue with you. The Road looks really good.
No.
Looks really good. Jerseys, we all agree. Full body. Or anything with this logo right here. Really good.
Listen, I'm sweating right now and this is doing a good job. So
save a couple of bucks on your next jersey purchase. Click the URL discount code below. We'll take you right to qualify, and they do have some of the best jerseys in the game. If you wouldn't mind, like, share, subscribe, hit the post notification bell. We'll see y'all next time.